Hello friends, my name is Megahitsgaming, and we are here for the episode that we have been anticipating for the past few days, and that is the tour of Jevin spawn that I have been building for quite a while now, and there are still some touch-ups that I have to make, but I wanted to get this episode out to you guys before I post the Build Riots episode tomorrow, that is. But I wanted to post this because you guys have been anticipating that. I've been working super hard on it. I was a bit behind on what I was doing initially, so we're just going to start out here right at the spawn point, and we're kind of going to spread over to the different spawns in which he wants, or hubs in which he wants. So here we have the original, or the new spawn hub. This is the exact hub that he'll be receiving. I finished it in about I want to say 4 or 5 hours, thanks to Voxel Sniper. So here, you spawn right here, and this was a screenshot right here. The floor, of course, but if you just walk over here, then you have these towers, some big trees, some hanging lamps, and it kind of repeats itself. But we have different corners on each one. So we have this corner, that corner, and then we have more of a swampish area, and then kind of like a ruins building with some water going down that thing. But here, then we have the hub, so this will be survival games, Sky Wars, MKit PvP. Over here we have the staff. On the opposite side, I think we have donations or something of the sort. Yep, donations. And then over here we have the other 3 hubs, faction, survival, and prison. So these are like the hub areas where you would click, etc. Some information or something. And then we have some offshoot water. Some nice side detail in case somebody decides just to jump off the side. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. So this is the main hub, of course, and this would be where you were spawning in general. So now let us get to the next one. I think it's homes. It's home. We'll go to home prison next, if I am not incorrect. Alright, so here we spawn in the prison cell. This is kind of like the beginning area. I just got the creepy music, it's a bit weird. But so here you have, this is the prison area, and then this would be the description for all of the cell blocks. So starting with D, more of a ruins. C, we get a little nicer. B, we have a little bit nicer, and then for A, we have pretty dang nice, for cells, that is. And then we have some detailed walls. And if you just walk through here, these would be kind of like the cells that you can buy. I encourage to make more. We just had a little bit of a constraint on the cells in which you can buy. But let's just start out here. This stuff, there is supposed to be an edge here, and I just have not completed it. I've been really short on time, but this is pretty much it. So what you'd be doing is you'd put, let's say right here, this would be the doorway to the shop, and then opposite to that, that would be the doorway to the mine, and then over there you could have farms and stuff, and it's really a nice area in which you can make doors because of its symmetry. So now you can see that it's a different floor pattern from the last one. The floor gets a bit nicer, but it's the same wall design, same idea. And then if we keep going, it's a different design, of course, again. And then this is a bit of a nicer one, and of course the same wall design. And finally, this is going to the A block. I've actually never seen this design where it's just in a line, but we have a major different doorway, and these will be scattered between all of these, and there'll be more detail around this in which you could do some parkour on or something. But yeah, that's pretty much the cell for this. It's not too big, but I would definitely say it's convenient and very good for what he wants in a building way. But you can set like the limit here so that new players cannot cross that line for each cell. So now if we go to home factions, it's factions. There we go. So now we spawn here. This is the welcome to the JevinNation. We got his head, of course, and this is more of a Western themed build. So if we start out here, this is the back area. You have the enchantment area. There can be a larger enchantment area. You can craft something. You can have the ender chests, and then you have, of course, your Western buildings. And inside these buildings, he requested that he wanted a shop area, so we left it an empty shell for a shop area in which can be made. This can be put into 2 floors, of course. From the outside, that is kind of what it's been set to be, is 2 floors, and then you can always set the walls to be different. But then you can just waltz out here and drop down into the water. This would be the last layer, but it would be kind of scattered like that. This would be under the ground, but there would be water here, of course, so players can drop down through that. And yeah, so I think it's pretty nicely detailed. If you just go up, you can kind of see the shops area, and then you have this little beginner area. So yeah, that's pretty much the ending for the factions area. So now, if we go to home sky block, I guess we can. Oh, home. Oh, bad typing is bad. Skyblock. If you can hear, I am semi-ill. Now this may seem a bit small, and I'm not sure how he would sort this out. I think he may do just like a shop warp. But if you go down here, this would be a shopping area, because I know that Skyblock is kind of like that, in the way where you can buy maybe some wood or something, or some cobblestone. But this may seem a bit small, but it's actually the exterior that has all the detail. So here I have built this all by hand. I didn't really get inspiration from anything. I just said, you know what, let's go major detail. Let's go ham. And so we did this, so in case people want to jump off the side, then I encourage them to, because you really don't need a lot. You have maybe an info section. You definitely can put the info sections here, and you can just remove the stairways. But yeah, so that's pretty much it about this. It's kind of small, but definitely if you jump off the side, you can definitely see that the sky block or sky island is definitely in a factor. And then you can always see the spawn from over there. It's pretty nice. This is actually not the permanent world that it will be in. It will be in a different world. But now let us go to home. Let's see. Home PvP. Alright. So this is the kit PvP area here. We are actually inside maybe a volcano of sorts. But I was thinking about making more bridges, but I really don't think you need it because kit PvPs tend to have different maps. And since this is the hub, then this would be leading to maybe one map, and that would be leading to another map, etc, etc. So yeah, this is just, it's kind of like a nice area, and then down here we have more of an island type thing that's holding it up. We have some coal, we've got the lavas, of course, so yeah, it's quite simple, but it's kit PvP, so you really don't need anything really intense. Now if we go to home war, then this is the Sky Wars area. We have 2 overhanging trees. I didn't really know how to make it into a Sky Wars theme, but I knew that Sky Wars had a lot of maps in it. So different maps, so you get to choose your map in which you want to join. So that's one, that's one, that's one. And then I've seen these before as teleports, so you just jump in one for Sky Wars and you go. So yeah, but these are all different islands, of course, as well. There isn't much detail in this one because it's really not necessary. I think really Spawn needed it. And then finally we have, I'm not sure if I even have a home for it yet. Nope, I do not. But if we fly over here, you can see this is actually the beginning of the Hunger Games. I've not yet completed this one. I've been working on it really hard, and since it's not due anytime soon, I've just been working on it. I'm going to end up changing these side parts because I really don't like it, but the wall's going to have all this detail on it, just like the interior of prison, but you'd spawn right here in this room, and then you'd head out that way, and then this would be kind of like an intersection, and so over there would maybe be some information, or maybe top players. Over there would be best tools and stuff, and weapons and stuff, and then this would be like maybe loot levels. And I think I want to do a parkour that goes all the way around this. So yeah, this definitely is going to be a lot better and a lot larger, but I wanted to get this out to you guys once again. So that was pretty much it. You won't be seeing a lot of this exterior part for sure, and for this will all be in a void world, so it'll be a lot easier to manage with. So we've got the tree, and then of course we've got a little information here. I can actually remove this because he did not help too much, and he asked me to be removed in the first place. So really, that's just me. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this map. If you did, please leave a like, and this will be sure to be seen by Jevin. So yeah, this is the world, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. We got these little waterfalls. We've definitely got the overhanging leavages, and yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed. That thing just looks sick. Oh no, I don't have whatchamacallit through it. But yeah, so it's got a lot of detail. I'm pretty proud of it. I may use it somewhere else somehow. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed.